Hello, I need my music. Hello, my name is Delphine Diamonds, and the children in my class call me Diamonds. You really don't want to hear me sing, but what should be next is... Let's see if I have to sing tonight. I sing for my supper, it seems like. Shall I do a tap dance? It's actually brilliant what's happened today, because it actually introduces what I want to talk about and want to share today, which is redefining failure. And actually, I've had a few today, and it's how we look at those failures. I really hope my time doesn't start now, because I'm just treading water. But isn't it interesting how we handle failure? How do we see it? I was at a talk recently, and one of the people in the audience, she's got a lovely green drink. I love a green drink. It's my favourite, matcha. And she just spilt it all over the new carpet. And her reaction was very interesting. It's how we see what happens, how we respond to them. Okay, let's see if we've got some music. Here we go. We're going to start. That's what I wanted. Okay, so you know my name is Delphine Diamonds. You can call me Diamonds. So today I want to redefine failure. But more importantly, or more usefully, I hope, is how we redefine our attitude to redefine our experience. Do you want to know a little secret? Everybody fails. Here, put your hand up. Anybody here that has never ever failed? Raise your hand now. No? Oh, I really wanted to come and shake that hand because a miracle just occurred. Because, let's be honest, we plop into the world failing. We couldn't even hold our heads up as babies. And how many times did we fall over before we learned to walk? You could say we're professionals. We're pros at failing. We do it all the time. Each and every stage of our life involves failure. But Diamond, let's go the right way. But Diamond, failure is so embarrassing. It feels so awful. I do feel angry when I fail. Before we go into that, I want to take a sneaky peeky look at the Oxford Dictionary definition of the word failure. To not be successful in achieving something. So I asked myself, is this useful? Is it supportive? Well, it tells us what it isn't to tell us what it is, namely not succeeding and not achieving. Well, I don't know about you. I wasn't satisfied with that. So I decided to look at a few more definitions. And this is what I found. The central idea to define failure is being unsuccessful. And failing. Well, if I was an alien and somebody told me failure means failing, well, that doesn't give me any extra information, does it? So, I don't know about you, but failure embeds the idea that being unsuccessful is a bad or negative thing. And often we tie our success and our failures into our sense of self-worth, self-esteem, and self-acceptance. But I do feel awful. I do feel angry diamond when I fail. It feels terrible. But before that, I want to ask the question, is the definition of failure equal to the meaning of failure? Is it the same thing? So let's see. The definition of breathing is to inhale and exhale air. So I'm wondering if we can change the experience of breathing and therefore change the meaning. So I'd like to invite you to join me for 3 deep breaths, if you don't mind. 1, breathe in. Hold and let go. 2, breathe in. Hold and let go. And the 3rd one. Hold and let go. That's great. So, do you agree we can change the meaning of breathing by changing our pace? Yes. But I'm wondering if we can change the meaning of failure. So I want to ask this question. Can we create a more useful definition to say what it is and point to its meaning? Can we change the meaning of failure from not being successful and not achieving something, and thus change the experience of failure? I'd like you to have a thought about one of your recent failures. It could be from school, or home, or somewhere else. What kind of thoughts come to mind when you think about this? Maybe thoughts like, what a waste of time. What a mess. What a catastrophe. I'm a loser. And these can spiral to more thoughts and feelings. Feelings like disappointment, shame, anger, embarrassment, guilt. And now we're spiraling. We're spiraling to more thoughts like idiot, stupid, fool, clown, which can then lead to more thoughts like I'm so stupid. I'm a stupid idiot. What a big loser idiot I am. Well, I may as well give up now. I failed. I'm a failure. It doesn't feel very good, does it? But 2 little words, I am. Anything that follows I am is so powerful. So if I say I am stupid, it feels real. And I believe it. But if we can use that I am and decide some pre-decided truths, like I am figuring things out, I am learning this skill, I am trying my best, it's going to be more helpful. So, how do you feel right now? I don't know about you, I need to just shake that off. Because failure can be an uncomfortable feeling, can't it? But failure, do we want to eliminate it from our experience? Yes! Yes, you might think. But we wouldn't actually learn anything, would we? We would learn nothing at all. But who is ready to redefine that feeling? Who is ready to redefine failure? Okay. So, could be said, you are a producer You are a producer of thoughts and feelings and images and actions and behaviours. How cool would it be to see yourself as a movie producer and editor? So you can change your thoughts. You can cut, chop, change your thoughts. The thoughts lead to feelings, lead to thoughts, lead to feelings, and they can spiral up, 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 or they can spiral down, down, down. It's like we have a radio playing in our head all of the time. You may not be aware of the thoughts that you've been listening to, but regardless, they're there. Because every thought leads to your feeling now. So if you don't like the thoughts, if you don't like your feelings, you can change your thoughts. And you can change the radio station. And you can play a new song. And the new song is called It's Okay, and I Can Try Again. So, failure. Do we want it out of our experience? Or can we fail and do it really well? How about that? Well, that's an attitude. I want you to think of the example you thought of before and think, did you do it splendidly? Did you do it well? It was big, better. It was so bad, the fail, that it was actually a good fail. What sort of thoughts, what sort of images, what sort of feelings do those words evoke for you? For me, they evoked more positive thoughts and more positive feelings, which then led to either no negative self-names or at least neutral ones. And I could think of myself like this instead. I'm creative. Well, that was interesting. That was out of the box. Ready next time. I know more now than I did before. It didn't work out this time. Maybe next time it will. So, next I'd like to share some fun facts of well-known people that failed but didn't give up. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time. He was cut from his high school team. Hello! And Steven Spielberg. He was rejected from film school 3 times. So there would be no Jurassic Parks. There would be no no classic Jaws. And Beyonce, flawless Queen Bee. She failed an early TV talent contest, but she used that failure to propel her to future stardom. And Albert Einstein, he had the label mentally slow put on his pen school record. Albert Einstein. So, everyone can win the prize of failure. We've all got this. It's in the bag. But Diamond, we don't want to win. We don't want this prize. And I agree. We don't want to plan for failure, but we do want to allow it. We do want to embrace it and use the seeds of its growth so we can learn and go forward. And you can, if you choose, in your life experience, you can choose to succeed well. You can choose to succeed splendidly. And this is where Hueli values come in. Courage, kindness, respect, responsibility, integrity. These are important values to live by. When we fail, it's easy to beat ourselves up and call ourselves unkind names. That's not being kind or respectful. Instead, we can have the courage to face our failures and learn from them. We can choose to take responsibility for our mistakes. And we, even if we fail, can act with integrity. So, to conclude, I want to see if we can create a Wellington definition of the word failure that says what it is and points to its meaning. So, having been kind to ourselves, having the courage to do it well, by taking responsibility for our mistakes, facing our failures, always with respect and integrity, so we can move forward and learn and celebrate what we learned. Using unexpected and unwanted events, not as kryptonite, but to serve as a catapult here on our Wellington journey and beyond. So, the next time you have a failure, maybe you can remember these next lyrics. Thank you. Thank you for your time, your energy, and all your